Ah, hello, can you hear me now? Can I hear myself? There we go, yeah. Hello, can you hear me now? So, yeah, unfortunately for you fuckers, you have to put up with my boring ass voice for tonight. You'll have Mr. Pirate Danny from next week, hopefully, for the final rounds. So, obviously, make do what we can. Brazil, well known this game for its fucking intense racing and overtakes. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on the drivers for their quali for tonight, and just hopefully chaos does not start. Well, literally, you just got to get a lovely six pack hidden behind about 20 years worth of dominoes. So there was a six pack there once upon a time. So these Wednesday's divisions always looking good. Always got, or near enough got, full lobbies, which is nice. The return of Wiggy from his holidays. Let's see what he can do this week. This is the first time I've done any comms since trade night, so a few changes have happened. See, Jonathan Mooney is driving for his team Sentinel. Heisenberg with a bit of a different badge. I'm guessing he's a reserve. So we sit on board with Stomper as he was the first one out. Obviously, Stomper this season been very hit and miss on actually showing up to race. Um, I still say he's one of the quicker drivers in the division. He should be looking to challenge the likes of your Todger and your Plev if Plev can actually pull it together this week. Lots of Crumpets. Not seen Crumpets here. He obviously got traded. Rattigan getting rid of his favourite driver. Shocking the paddock. Still on board with Bass, and he's actually going to go for a lap. Yeah. Oh, and looks like someone did get in his way there. I want to be biased and say Stomper, but I think Plev, if he actually shows up, he will be the one to beat. Just he got P3 last night, so maybe that's the start of the turnaround that he needs. Hopefully, for my sake, it's not. We've got the first time on the board. Pray for ye, 108.6. I'll imagine those times to start coming down quite rapidly from here. Who else have we got on the lap? Todger with 107.3. Damn, that's quick. The first, the only person into the sevens. Wiggy coming in with an 8.5. Todger just humiliating the rest of the drivers nice and early, showing that he's going to mean business today. Yeah, fucking, and he just Plev. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Todger's got hold of Manic's slong and just whipped it out and been like, yeah, boys, here you go, this is the time. Come and fucking match me, mate. Pigeon, not getting himself up into the sevens as well. Bit unexpected. Pigeon hasn't been the Pigeon of old, shall we say. So it's nice to see him drop under an 8. A few more laps flying in. Bab, looks like he's gearing up to start a lap. The Frex 2.0 here, looking like he's on the lap at the moment. So we'll see where he can put his car. Obviously, he's winning his current tier by a country mile, racing for Irish's Big Max. Shock trade coming in with Lemons asking to leave. So all of it now rests on Jack. They are safe. Not quite into the sevens, but good time from Jack. Mooney, race winner on Friday, round Qatar. Not sure if he's won any more since then, but he's had a good turn of pace recently. Put in a lot of practice after turning off all his assists, so he'll be hoping for a good result. We've got Crumpets. Briar's not left the pits yet. Craig invalidated. Okay, so he's just going to start a lap. So we're going back on to Mooney. Just about to enter the final sector. Up to the line. He's just going to burn the rest of his ERS. What time can he do? 108.5. Right, slap bang in the middle of the pack. Good for his first run. Can't get over that lap from Todger. A lot of traffic here. It looks like Stomper is going for a lap now. Getting nicely out of the way there. A little bit distracting as you're coming up to that fast sweeping right-hander, but nothing too bad there. Gonna bounce to the main straight now. Gonna burn the rest of his ERS. We expect him to be up near the top 4 and a third. 107.9. That fucking lap is gonna take some beating. 7.3. Jesus Christ. So we've got Crude, he's still yet to set a lap. Boys, Crumpets. The only driver's not yet to set a lap. So we're still on board with Crude. I can't remember what team he went to. I think it's Monarch. Yeah, looks like Monarch. Obviously, he was one of the ones to get traded. Up into ninth with a 108.4. And we've got the last two finally coming out. Plev doing another lap, getting a little bit of a tow here. Obviously orchestrated. We know Danny does like to make his team work like that. Does improve, but still a little bit off. Wiggy starting a lap. Bassen's invalidated, and Bassen's getting unlucky here. A lot of traffic in his way. Matt F1, another one from Aphrodite. See what he can do, see if he can improve on that 108.7. So from third down, it's all pretty close, to be fair. And what do we have here? Do we have Valhalla with 3 drivers? Interesting. 3 drivers for Valhalla. Looks like Crumpet's gonna start his lap here, so he's gonna be one that we're gonna pay close attention to as well. You imagine if anyone's gonna get close to that time, it will be Crumpets. Keeping it really tight there, looking really good actually. And that is way too loud for me. Everyone opting to leave himself with... Oh, there's a bit of traffic right in front. Is that his teammate as well? He's going to get a bit of a double tow here. Will this help him? Only third with a 107.7. Even with that tow. And Todger has just gone even faster. At this point, you might as well ego retire, mate. No one's getting close to that. Absolutely cracked fucking lap. That is crazy. Who else have we got? Stompers hasn't started a lap yet. Mikey's looks like he's just finished a lap. Bab, is he gonna start a lap? Looks like he's gonna start a lap. Bab, driver has just come back. It's nice to see him back on the grid actually. He's had a little bit of time off. I know he's a little bit rusty. Obviously, was a pretty quick driver when he was racing beforehand. So you would expect him to be right up there with the likes of Stomper and Crumpets. What else have we got? If Mooney's on the lap, he's left himself with no fucking battery for that final straight. We will stay on board with him just in case. No, he must be coming in. His fuel light is flashing. So Stomper has shown his worth. He's got himself right up there on the same time as Plev. So showing that he should be classed as one of the front runners. Obviously, Miss Crude getting up into the sevens now. Crude was another one. He used to be really quick, took a break, and his pace has somewhat suffered a little bit. But if he can recapture some of that old pace, he's definitely one to watch out for. Very quick driver. And I've lost my fucking lighter. It's alright, I found my lighter. Crisis is whatever. That's what we're missing. So we stick on board with Pigeon. You see what he can do here. Looking at the time, this will probably be his final lap. So he's actually up. Looking probably around a 7.7, 7.6 mark. 7.7. Lovely lap. That'll be that for this session though. He will not be able to get out and back round. I told you, you might as well just stay in the pits, mate. Honestly, it's done at this point. Jack, we're still on board with Jack. He's on the lap. Currently not at the top of his bracket though. Pray for Ye has put in a blinding lap before him. So let's see what you can do. Will this be the first week that he doesn't win his bracket? And I'm so glad I watched that because he absolutely fucked that. So that will be his qualifying over now. Bab at the start of his lap. Is anyone closer? No, Wiggy's just started his lap. Briars, he's just started his lap. Crumpets is on an out lap. Yeah. So we've got Haytham coming up to the line. He's just starting his lap as well. Everyone's just starting their laps, trying to work out someone that's actually about to finish their lap. So Wiggy, we've got Wiggy here for his final run, burning whatever he's got left of his battery, and he gets himself up into 12. 1082. Todger has gone even quicker again. And that was really weird from Wiggy. So not sure what he's done there. Who's just... Plevs looks like he set a time. So Plev's gonna start on the second row unless Stomper can say anything about it. Oh, so close between those two. Crumpets though, down in 6th. This isn't where he would be wanting. Obviously, the strongest driver over in Schumacher. But Crude has put in an absolutely blistering time as well. So Malik with 2 drivers down in the bottom 4. Right, so we got Todger started on pole, Plev on the second row, Stomper just missing out on the third, then Crude, Pigeon, Crumpets, Mikey, Pray for Ye being the fastest one in his bracket in qualifying, Jack, Bab, Heisenberg, Mooney, Basson, Matt, Wiggy, Hilly, Haytham, Craig, Bryars and Colden. Obviously, it's really hard to overtake round here, so expect Todger to get a short run to the line, manage to keep him first. I'll be surprised if he does lose out. DRS trades here are quite bad unless you're the first one in it. Don't know how people do this all the time. I fucking hate hearing myself talk. It's well weird. So the skies are looking pretty clear. I can't imagine there's going to be much rain. So let's have a look at people's tyres. Everyone but Colden has decided that mediums will be the best tyre to start on here. A little bit of a gap or a hit behind from Mikey. Colden still racing last week. Bless him. We don't believe this graphic. They're always fucking wrong. But it should be an easy one stop here for all the drivers. So expect a few to try the undercut, get themselves a position or two. As the grid starts forming up. Hopefully there's no heroics going into turn 1. But as always, so we've got 3 lights lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off. And it looks like Pleb's actually got the better start. Is he going to take the lead into turn 1? Not quite. Todger keeps it round the outside. It's now got the inside line. But Plev is looking pretty feisty off the start. Crumpets has already made up a few places, up into 4th. Rectifying his quality position a bit there. Crude has sent it down on the inside of Crumpets. Oh, that's fighting away. Oh, they are tangling a little bit, and Crude has managed to bash his way up into 4th place. So a few changes going on back further down the grid. You've got Wiggy and Basson fighting here. Basson on the inside here. Can he get the traction out to get past Wiggy, or are they going to carry on side by side? They're going to carry on. Wiggy slightly winning out there. They've just dropping a little bit behind Todger here. Going to start waiting for the DRS. Pigeon made a move up on Pray For Ye. Nothing too crazy on the opening lap, luckily. Feel like now it's just going to be a bit of a succession for the rest of the race, or at least until the pit stop. So it'll be interesting to see when drivers decide to pit. Obviously the hards here can do a very good distance. Just flicking through, not much is really going on here. Everyone just... Oh no, Bryces and Colden are having a little bit of an argy-bargy there. They need to be careful. They're close to dropping out of that DRS range, and that will hurt the both of them. Right, so now we got... Now let's see, can Plev close up? Plev, who's been really struggling in DTS this season after winning the season before. Already a bit, there's dropped out of DRS there, Bab. He really needs to get past Heisenberg. We've got Mikey dropping down places. I don't know what's happened to him. Maybe contact, or maybe just lost it on his own. That corner can be quite tricky. But Bab's going to have to get past Heisenberg, and if he wants to any chance of getting a better position, close up on that DRS, try and get that dude Jack, who is Prey is still keeping behind him, you know. He's borderline losing DRS himself. In fact, he probably has lost it. Wiggy 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Has he got damage? No, he's opted for a set of hards. Is he going to try and undercut the whole grid? Wiggy does Wiggy things, I suppose. So, Heisenberg has dropped a load of places here. I'm not sure what happened to him. Looking a little bit squirrely there. Looking a bit slow through this section. Passing right on the gearbox. He's losing out to DRS. Will this give Basson a chance to get him on the straight? Yeah, oh, no, he's not even going to need it. Will that have hurt Basson though? He's gonna. Will he be able to catch Matt? DRS is powerful here. The front three as they were. Let's get some position changes. Oh, there we go. So, Hilly, up 4 places from the start. Doing well. Basson has actually lost places, probably for the first time in his career. Basson, notorious for bad qualifying and picking up places during the race. But he is going to have to pick up the pace if he's going to want to get back into the DRS of the guys in front. Otherwise it's going to be a very long race for poor Basson. So Jack's got past Prey. He's managed to stick with the DRS there. Prey has lost out. He's lost DRS. But Bab as well doesn't have DRS on Prey, so Bab will be looking to claw back some of this time. He needs to start making a move if he's going to have any impact in this race. Bab, we know, has got pace. Haytham has left the session. I think I have him. Let's have a look. There we go. So luckily for us, not much has really happened in that short amount of time. I'm still unsure as to what Wiggy's plans really are. I feel like he doesn't really know. Todger did notice that he'd almost broken DRS then. Plev managing to stay with him. The top 5 just borderline about to break DRS to Pigeon. Do Jack back in the lead of his bracket. So we've got a yellow flag for someone. Safety car. What has caused that? Like here, everyone should be coming in, pitting for the hards. The hards can do the rest of the race from this point. Let's see who's jumping in. Is Todger? Yeah, Todger's peeling in. Plev, Stomper, yeah, Crude. Is anyone going to stay out? If anyone's going to stay out, I'll imagine it would be Wiggy. Unless he's going to come in and serve that 10 seconds. A lot of changing around in the pits. Looks like Pigeon, unfortunately, did get double stacked. Colden opting to stay out. Obviously, he was the only one that started on the hards. So, sensible drive from him doing that, but that potentially is going to cause a bit of a gap from the guys in front. Potentially later on allowing any of the top drivers just to decide that they're going to have a cheeky pit and not lose out too much by fighting everyone in the back of the pack. But we will have to see. And Wiggy has pit to get rid of his 10 seconds. So everyone has stopped, apart from Wiggy, who's done it twice, and Colden that hasn't pit at all. So Wiggy's stop has effectively just cost him 5 places. So now we're just gonna wait for these guys at the back to catch back up. Hopefully they can do it quite quickly so we actually get more racing laps underway. Obviously this is going to help out the likes of Bab, who didn't have DRS earlier. But as we know, safety cars do cause safety cars. So we've got Crumpets and Jack side by side. Is Crumpets gonna keep Jack in that DRS? Or is he gonna go and try and challenge these guys at the front? Anyone that's in the stream, how's the other lobby going? It'd be quite nice to see, or at least hear. How is Hassan doing? Safety car is in this lap. So we're going to sit on board with Todger. Watch out for when he goes. Obviously he's got to wait for that safety car to enter the pit lane. Doesn't want to go too early. Doesn't want to tow the rest of this grid up to that first corner. He's leaving it quite late. Plev trying to get alongside, get ready, and he's gone. Nice restart. Caught Plev napping a bit after all that in the end. Further back it looks like Crumpets is going to have a try round. Doesn't manage it. Is he going to have a bit more of a go? Here he sat the rest of the time behind Crude. We've got Craig. Relatively clean restart, to be fair. Colden is dropping down places, to be expected. He is on old rubber compared to the rest of the grid. That safety car was probably the worst thing that could have happened to him, to be fair, starting on the hards. But everyone still within DRS again now. No one can do anything. Stomper's struggling a little bit here. Almost lost DRS there, so he's going to need to pick up that pace a little bit. Or he's going to come under attack from the likes of Crude and your Crumpets. Jack. Every time I look at Jack, I just think he's gonna send it on his teammate there. Let's hope that is the case. I mean, not the case, sorry. Haytham has joined back in. Wiggy is making up places. Little bit of a clusterfuck going on here. Wiggy's going to want to get past Colden as soon as he can. Stomper setting the fastest lap of the race so far. Riggy around the outside of Colden there. Lovely little move, to be fair to him. Nice and clean, but that has cost him the DRS. Hopefully he can get himself back in. Mooney struggling a little bit himself. Outside of that DRS, he needs to pick up that pace. Doesn't want to lose out here, because Mikey will pick up. He will attack Mikey. He's had a bit of bad luck this season, to be fair. We know he's a quick driver. So the top four not changed positions at all. Little bit of argy-bargy between Crumpets and Crude earlier. If it's report worthy, I'm not sure. But Crude here, he's going to look to have a go at Stomper here, I think. No, he decides it's not the right time. Smart, it's a hard corner to overtake in there. Mikey did get Jonathan, but they are outside of that DRS. So if I was him, I'd be pushing right now. Use my erase, just get myself back into that DRS and then recharge from there. We have a yellow flag and it is for Colden. Is Colden still in the same car as... Who's Colden drive for? I'm pretty sure he's in the wrong car. Colden, 10 seconds speed in the pit lane. First warning for track limits goes to Stomper, 3 seconds. That is really going to hurt him in this race as it stands at the moment. I don't know if anyone else has been picking up warnings, but right now that's a big old drop. It's not what we need. Colden has retired from the session. And is that a safety car? Again. Todger deciding to pit and Crude. What are they going to do tyre-wise? So this is interesting. Briar's getting a wing change. I hope that had nothing to do with the safety car. While it's under safety car conditions, I will check out Mr. Tyler's stream. Briars with 3 seconds under the safety car. That's great. So all time penalties currently are from my drivers. Not really that many picking up track limits. Right, so safety car in this lap. We watch Plev. Plev's gone early. Much earlier than Todger did. Todger already up into 5th. Set of fresh boots on, so he's going to be much quicker than the guys in front. But that's all. That depends if Prey holds him up or not here. Obviously, Prey will be wanting to hold him up. You know, it's the smart thing to do for Prey. Just let off that throttle a little bit earlier. Create a gap. What he doesn't want to do is keep in DRS and allow Todger the chance to jump him and go after his teammate Plev. Because this could allow Plev a win here. But it doesn't look like he's going to do that. Doesn't look like he's going to play that team game. And if Todger doesn't get him on this straight, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, he's going to get him here. I'd say that was the wrong decision, Prey. Basson picking up 3 seconds as well now. So at least it's not just my drivers that are cutting the old corners. And who's that round? That's Hilly. Hilly spun around there. He's dropped right down. Now, is Todger going to have the tyre advantage to get past here? I would have thought so. Especially towards the later stages of the race. Crude and Pigeon fighting there. Crude was another one that decided to pit under that second safety car. Oh, and Pigeon, I don't know where he went, but it was definitely not the best line, that. Already a gap now forming. You've got 2 little gaps here. Prey managing to hold up everyone else, but not the person that he actually needed to hold up. You can see how much more grip Todger has. He's right on the back of Crumpets here. A little squiggle coming out there, but yeah, just affecting him that little bit. That's going to hurt him all the way up this straight now. Will he still be able to gain? could do with a couple more 3-second time penalties popping up, especially in the top 4. That would be really nice. But as it stands, we are on course for at least a 4th, with the gap it's forming. Crude is looking quite quick at the moment, though. Again, he did pit. He is actually clawing back quite a lot of time to the cars in front. He's looking very quick today, is Crude. Clev just controlling this race here. Again, it's just showing how difficult it actually is to overtake round here. Yeah, no slipstream, 100% battery. Everyone's in the same sort of boat. Can't really do much here. Pigeon has lost out DRS to Crude now. Pray for a solid result from Pray for to be fair. Currently second in his group, I believe. I think I'm right. So he's putting on a stellar job here. Obviously, Progen, one of our main rivals, and it pains me to say, but they are doing quite well. Briar's picking up another 3 seconds. Oh, something's happened here. Heisenberg is round. He's no more safety cars, guys. Is he going to pit for a new bit of wing? Is he going to retire in the pits? Hilly picking up 3 seconds. Craig picking up 3 seconds. Crude picking up 3 seconds. Quite a lot happened there. Again, this penalty really going to hurt Stomper here, which is unfortunate because if you're driving well, second on the road, like generally fuck all is happening and there's people making mistakes here. It's just like watching a faster Monaco. Absolutely pointless. Basson fighting away with Bab and Mikey and Jonathan by the looks of it. Oh, is there going to be 3 wide? Oh my god, I just watched that. That was bad. That was Badong. That was Badong. Basson will be fucking livid there. Mikey as well will be livid. Did he pick up damage? He did not. Yeah. Not much Basson could do. Now he's got fucked wing. Not sure who's at fault for that one, but it was Badong. 3 wide going into that corner. It was always going to end one fucking way. So good news for Aphrodite. Matt is currently beating his top tier driver. Are they gonna... No, he's nowhere near enough. 2 seconds behind. Basson, 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Whatever you do, Basson, don't retire. There's points on the table. And he retired. Never mind. There's no points on the table for you. Someone will need to keep an eye out on that. So Todger has managed to get past Crumpets. See, this is what I mean. This is why Prey should have held up Todger a little bit. Should have played the team game. Now, Todger can quite comfortably probably get Stomper and then on to Plev. Especially once he's in that DRS with no other car in front. It will be a bit more of an easy pickings. Pigeon has decided to pit off the hards. Doesn't look like he's got wing damage, so just opted for a new set of tyres. So Williams in the mud. Briar's picking up another 3-second time penalty. He's currently... That's currently going to put him back in Australia with the amount he's picking up. Let's sit on board with Todger. He's looking very close here. And he got a good exit as well. Is he going to go for a move into turn 1? Well, he thought about it. He's looking very fucking quick, is Todger. Is he gonna go? No, he's not. He thought about it. Sensible driving from Todger here as well. You do like to see it. I'm not sure what happened there, but Bab has just gained. So as it stands, Bab won't be able to score any more points for his team unless he gets up to Crude. Todger again, just having a little look-see. You can tell he's got more pace in him, but just can't get past. Do you feel as soon as if he can get past Stomper though, I feel that overtaking Plev won't be as difficult. Crude is almost on the back of these guys after being 2.5, 3 seconds off the back of them. Obviously, unless the others start picking up some time penalties, it's not going to change too much his race. Stomper really struggling here. Todger right on him, going for the move here. Oh. Contact between the two. It's not what you want to see. I don't know what's happened there. what happened? Was that just me, or... effort. Let's see if I can get back in. Oh, look. Back. And everything is still exactly the same. So Jack's staying within the 3 seconds of crude, so we'll pick him up 5th on the grid. Won't change anything point scoring wise, but obviously that he'll be really happy to get the 5th. Yeah, just nothing's really happening at the moment. Crude has managed to get right back up there. Is he gonna send a bit of a daring move? Because he'll want to be close to Stomper to beat him with the time penalties. Oh, is that Crumpets going? Crumpets having a look round the outside. He couldn't do much about it. Is that going to affect his line? Is that going to affect Todger's line? Todger's gone for a defensive move. Lovely driving between the two of them. Jonathan Mooney getting past Prey. Poor Bab, he's on his own. Not much else is really happening. Wiggy, I believe, is bottom of his bracket. So yeah, unless something changes, Stomper will not be seeing the podium. Surprised with another 3 seconds. Probably close to getting disqualified at this point. tuning with the front view, watching them drive in a straight line. That dude Jack, well with inside now. He might actually be able to. Might be able to finish 4th with these time penalties up in front of him, to be fair. Wiggy, 3 seconds. And there we go, Todger's got past. Crumpets has also got past. Obviously Stomper's had a moment. Crude just sends it down. Gets the move done. That's gonna fucking hurt us. Oh. Crude tried to send it then on Crumpets. Just caught the arse end of it. Does like a bit of a send. From what we've seen. This is where the tyres are starting to hurt for those that didn't come in under that other safety car now. Will this allow Todger to come up and get a win? Or will Plev hold on? Lovely look up there from Crumpets. Look at Crude, he's all over the back of him. We do know Crude will have a little looky down here if he feels he can get something there. So Stomper is really struggling now. Right, but what we're going to do, we're going to stay on board here because Todger is caught right up to the back of Plev this lap. Are these tyres that done? Is Todger going to take the win on the last lap? Right, so coming around the last corner, here we go. Bit of a run to the line here, so can Todger get past? Is this going to be Plev? No, Plev finishes, crosses the line first, Todger second. crumpets across the line. Jack, Crude, Bab, Stomper, Mooney, Mikey GTI, Matt, Pigeon, Prey, Haytham. Right, fuck knows where the rest of these guys are going to finish because there's so many time penalties. So Hilly finishes 14th, Wiggy, Briars, Craig, then Briars, and then Heisenberg will be the last one to cross the line. So, well done, Pleb, for winning. Unlucky, Todger. That was bloody close as well. So, well done to all those that have finished. Yeah. Catch you all later.